This week I'm coming to you from the Bay Area, home of Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom, as well as many tech companies, big and small. I have a bone to pick with many of them. So while I was on the flight out here, I was reading about yet another company that's slashing its DE&I initiatives. Though this one I wouldn't exactly call a tech giant. John Deere, a favorite brand of many farming and country music enthusiasts, recently announced that it was stepping back from its social and cultural awareness events and initiatives. Instead, they're going to focus on what they call professional development. This shift comes after pressure from conservative customers, echoing just a broader trend of companies that are retreating from their DE&I initiatives and commitments under political and economic pressure and scrutiny. And it's a critical issue that continues to make headlines for many of the wrong reasons over the past year, right? The backtracking on DE&I initiatives by major companies. You remember all of those powerful and emotional pledges made in 2020 after George Floyd's tragic death? Well, fast forward to 2024 and we're seeing some alarming trends. So back to the tech giants, many of whom I'm actually talking with and seeing here this week. Companies like Google and Meta once promised substantial DEI improvements. Google was going to boost underrepresented groups in leadership by 30% by next year. How's that going? They even plan to double the number of black workers at non-senior levels. But what happened next? Last year, DEI job postings plummeted by 44% from the previous year, and Google and Meta slashed their DEI staff and budgets, impacting both internal and third-party organizations who were relying on their support. So it's really a stark reminder that when economic downturns hit, DEI often becomes an easy target for cuts. But it's not all doom and gloom. A survey by the Association of Corporate Citizenship Professionals found that an overwhelming percentage of major companies have either maintained or actually increased their DEI commitments. But these companies are becoming quieter about their efforts, or just not promoting them, likely due to that backlash against what many are calling woke policies. So this brings us to the upcoming elections. The political climate that we have here in this country is going to play a significant role in shaping the future of DEI. With cartoon characters like Trump and J.D. Vance vocally opposing DEI initiatives, the stakes are higher than ever. Trump's past executive orders and Vance's proposed Dismantle DEI Act in Congress threaten to undo years of progress. So where do we go from here? Well, corporate initiatives and commitments to DEI have wavered, but the need for these initiatives is more pressing than ever, especially as we navigate the AI revolution. If diverse voices aren't included in AI development, we risk creating technologies that perpetuate existing biases and inequalities. So, looking ahead, it's imperative that we all take responsibility for leveling the playing field. Companies, employees, and consumers, all of us, have to advocate for continued progress. So let's hold these organizations accountable, support DEI initiatives, and ensure that advancements that we've made over the past few years aren't erased by political or economic uncertainty. We're definitely better off than we were 4 years ago, but complacency is just not an option. The upcoming election could be a turning point for DEI in America for the next 50 years. It's already happened with reproductive rights before the last election cycle. So it's up to all of us to keep pushing forward, ensuring that the commitments made are not just words, but actions that will lead to lasting change.